We're back. What is this? Episode 3, 4, 3,
4, 5,
6,
6, 7.
We somewhere.
We out
You know,
here.
but we're back. We're back.
Obviously,
obviously. You're seeing something going on.
Hey, niggas, I'm being shy. Getting this motherfucker.
Yeah, this is we got Eric in the building today.
Hello.
You want to
What's up,
introduce
guys?
yourself?
Eric here.
Hey.
Ventura County, California. What's good?
Yeah.
We out here.
Get on track here. First off, have you guys watched Squid Games?
Yes.
Nah,
Yes.
I don't
No?
know. No.
You have not.
I've
Alright.
heard about Squid Games.
You've heard
but
about it.
I haven't watched it. No.
Alright.
You need to.
You need to.
I know about the game.
You do know about the game.
Well, I watched it on like Instagram,
But you know about the OG game.
where
Like
they
the
hit
real
the thing on the ground with like
Oh, the one where you gotta throw.
Oh, the paper one?
yeah.
Oh, you know that
Is it
one?
the same thing or no?
Yeah, no, that's one of the games.
One of them.
Dude,
Oh,
there's
is it?
so many.
Okay.
There's so many different games.
When did you
but-
know? When did you learn about that though? Like
It was
recently?
on. Yeah, it was on the House of Highlights.
Has a-
I thought this nigga grew
You told
up.
this
like,
in the
social media.
I
Awesome.
thought you,
Yeah, I thought you
Bro,
did.
I thought you grew up knowing that shit or something. I was like, what?
I wish. Nah.
House of Highlights. Alright.
House of Highlights. Thank you for keeping me fucking entertained and informed.
Yeah, sponsor. Even though we talk no
But not
sports.
for real. I don't even know what Squid Games is about.
Alright, so do you want to try to explain to him?
Squid Game. So Squid Game. Okay, the show is about this. There's this one guy that goes around South Korea, I want to say, and he goes up to a bunch of people that are in debt and like in trouble, and police will be chasing them and shit. And he's just like, "Hey, you could go to this place. We'll give you money if you win at these games, right? But like, what the people don't know is they're gonna put into this crazy prison system." And they're going to offer them so much money that they're just going to be like, well, I guess. You know what I mean? Just imagine like somebody was just like, hey, you could die, but you could win.
But you can get rid of all your
You could win.
your debt
Yeah,
billions
you could
and
just
make money.
It's billions
fix
of dollars.
all of your family for
Yeah.
generations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind dying either. Didn't try it.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's
Exactly.
what basically the show's like what people would do for money. And like it's like super honestly I think it's pretty super like
And that's based from like where again? Korea?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a Korean show.
It's a Korean
North
show.
or south?
I
South.
think it's South.
It's South
Well, obviously, it has to be South.
It's
It's
South.
North Korea. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, basically it's just showing like what people would do to like
For money.
obtain billions of dollars. Like people who are like some of them were like $1 billion in debt.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
needed
So
money.
it's like they need the money. But yeah, the show is crazy. The games are like innocent, but like very deadly outcomes
And
yeah. It's
is
like
this,
playing
is,
jump
is this
rope.
like
Let's just say you're playing jump rope and like.
for your life.
is this
Yeah.
Is
If
this
the
like
rope hits you, it like cuts off your legs type shit. Like
Nah,
it's
you
just
die
crazy.
if the
Yeah.
rope
is this like with real people or is this like an anime
No,
or
this is
like
No,
This
it's
is
like
real.
it's real.
Oh, it's real?
This is
Yeah,
real
like-
shit.
And it's like
acted out.
oh, it's acted out.
Yeah.
It's not like reality.
No, it's not
show.
like a documentary or anything.
Okay.
But there's always the like the talks that the dark web is nasty and a lot of people there've been talks of things like this. But
That
yeah,
kinda,
this
like,
show is acted out. It's not like
Yeah.
actual footage. Hopefully, not,
And this is
but-
not real, right?
No,
so it's not real.
no.
Okay.
as far as we know.
Alright, well.
No, it's
The
not
actors
real.
are still
It's
alive.
not real.
Yeah.
But like, there's some shit that like I have heard of,
Like some of
like the
games.
dark web being like that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, dark web is pretty crazy.
I don't
You
even
can
know
find
about
a
the
lot of
dark
things in
web.
the
I've
dark
never
web.
seen it.
I've never
But
seen. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not explore the
I
dark
stay away
web.
from it.
That's why it's the
That's
dark,
for
you
me,
know?
I like things I can see. The light web. Like the
Yeah.
light web,
Yeah.
But-
Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to get into it. It's on Netflix, you guys said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Netflix.
Alright.
But staying with entertainment a little bit, I kind of want to talk about Dave Chappelle.
This motherfucker's transitions are so smooth, bro. I don't know how he does it. He does it every fucking episode.
Oh my
I do what I do. You know?
Oh my god.
You know, but I want to talk about Dave Chappelle a little bit, and like entertainment wise, I feel like he's Tupac.
King.
He's king, like Michael Jackson-esque of like comedians.
Definitely.
You know, top tier. You know, there's greats.
I can actually see. Imagine Dave Chappelle coming out to the stage and like not doing nothing, just
Chilling, talking to
mic, so the mic for like
we
2
all
minutes,
know
3
it'll
minutes.
sell out.
Everybody's all clapping and shit.
Yeah.
just
like
keeps
this.
going. He's just like
Didn't he do like a whole week in Vegas or something? Pretty
know.
recently. I'm pretty
Recently?
sure. I heard about it. Like
Probably.
my coworker like said that he went, and my other coworker was saying that he had like a whole week run in Vegas.
What?
damn.
Yeah, like
When was this? Recently?
it was pretty recent. I want to say it was like last month or in July at
No
least.
way.
Yeah.
Damn, I missed out.
Pretty
He
recent.
probably
Yeah,
was.
that's what I'm saying.
Wish I would have known.
But
They don't even be like talking about like you got to be on the internet heavy to
No, but
really know what's going on, because they don't be talking about shit like on TV or like on the mass media.
But what-
I didn't even know
guess.
about it either.
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
like,
That's what I'm saying. Like
until I heard
that's
about
something that we should have known about.
A
Yeah.
week.
One whole
That's-
week.
that's
man.
multiple days I can go.
I think
Why the fuck
I think it was
was
at
there
the
a whole
MGM or
week?
something. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Could've
Like
gone
That's what I'm
I
saying.
want
Monday
to
or
laugh
Tuesday.
my ass off every
I
fucking
would have
day.
bounced. I would have been like, "Hey, work."
But yeah, Dave Chappelle is fucking, still the top dog in terms of comedians. I feel like he's untouchable. Like,
Definitely.
and also his episodes are just like timeless.
The Chappelle Show will I feel like not be forgotten about.
Hell yeah, like I still like crack up every fucking time I watch it.
It's always like that random show. You know, there's it's great shows usually, but like those shows that when you're high as fuck or drunk as fuck and you're just at home, you're like, I want to watch something. What should I watch?
It's funny.
Chappelle Show.
It's funny how I think of the Chappelle Show.
Perfect to fall asleep to at
It's
the same time.
I think about it as being a comfort show.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's fucked up,
It's funny. Like if you wake up in the middle of the night and you see that special, like you're like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah. There's mad racist jokes going on and shit.
Yeah, for real.
You're like, I feel so good right now.
It makes you laugh, it makes you happy, and it's fucked up shit,
But it's funny.
But
as hell.
that's Chappelle
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
It's crazy because none of this would probably pass nowadays,
No hell.
But it does
no.
at the same time, technically.
Somewhat.
Chappelle Show
It
is
passes
still
because people
watchable.
know that it won't pass.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, the only time
True.
It's like
the only time you will see Dave Chappelle show in regular cable will be 2:00 in the morning on
Yeah.
Comedy Central.
right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You
But
want-
soon they ain't gonna show that shit at all.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
YouTube.
still
It's just
so
gonna be
YouTube.
deleted. YouTube is not.
Well,
gonna
like,
show that.
Streaming, some
Amazon,
streaming, whatever.
like-
you
I think
get.
some
Prime.
streaming services.
well,
ain't
it
even
was
gonna
on
show it.
Netflix and they took
They
it
cut it
off.
off.
Yeah,
They took it off?
But they cut it off because Chappelle wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But I think eventually they ain't gonna show it at all because people are.
You're gonna have to
Too sensitive.
buy it,
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Which fucking
I should
it's a
start
giant
trying to buy the
vlog.
box set.
You guys better start getting your shit right now.
Season 1,
Whatever
season
you
3.
Whatever you want, that's
Hey, I'm gonna have to ask my ex for her Amazon account because we bought that shit together, bro.
I need access to that.
I need that fucking Chappelle
Man,
show.
whatever
I'm
y'all want
pissed.
that's sensitive, you know what I mean? If they got some sensitive ass jokes and that shit, you better get it right now.
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah, 'cause
Because
crazy.
they're gonna take all that shit off the internet. You ain't gonna be able to buy it or nothing.
But to talk or to preach more about Chappelle, just in his fight as an artist and what he's done for a lot of people and shown what he can do or what a lot of people are capable of doing at the same time. You know, he showed a lot of artists a path that they didn't think was attainable before.
This is true.
Like
man.
he stepped away from money to show that he can make his own money.
Which is crazy because, like, yeah, like, Chappelle brought so many up-and-coming artists, or even, like, bigger artists back then into shows and perform. Specifically, coming to mind right now would be, like, Kanye West and, like, Miss Lauryn Hill, you know, like, the Fugees and shit, bro. Like, what? That's crazy.
I remember that episode when he brought Kanye, like Kanye is just walking around in the kitchen, like you know what I'm saying? Whose fucking house were they at, dog?
Yeah,
That's just crazy.
So crazy, like Kanye before even Kanye was
Backpack
Kanye.
Kanye.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chappelle has a nose.
Yeah, he does.
For talent.
He knows.
I mean, when you're a great, you probably can sense that in someone else.
Yeah,
because
he's
Chappelle
just
is
out
definitely.
there. He's just out there with the greats too, though. Like,
Yeah, he knows the vibe that they give
Yeah.
off. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So like he probably runs it. He's definitely a part of like hip hop culture as well. Like he's very.
Oh, big. Well, no, doesn't he like hang out with like Mos Def and shit?
Yeah, I think he has a. I'm pretty sure I'm almost positive he has a podcast with Mos Def, and I'm pretty sure one other person, but I'm blanking right now who it is. But that shit's pretty good. I believe their episodes are like 20 minutes each. But
he's with somebody else. Is it?
Yeah, I think
somebody else from the Chappelle show, or
I don't know, bro. Honestly, like I'm blanking on the name and like the person completely. But I'm pretty sure it's with 3 people. But yeah, Dave Chappelle is a legend. He's untouchable. You know, like I said, he's done a lot for artists.
I feel like he's done a lot for artists and also like for the community. Like, you know, like,
definitely.
Like, didn't he like live in Africa for like a minute? Like, that's so crazy. Like, he went MIA, but like also took care of his people out there. You know, like, shout out Dave Chappelle, man.
Good person.
For real.
Great comedian.
That's dope, man.
Like, without, like, even with fame, and, like, he still, like, took care of his people, and, like...
Partial promoter.
You know, like, yeah, exactly, like...
you know, like... he checks all the boxes of, like, looking out for people.
Yeah.
He does.
Anything he could do, he did.
Beyond it, man. Like, sometimes beyond, like, the artistry.
And he's...
That's what, I'm saying. He's, like, the Tupac of comedy, bro. Because he just married again.
And he's still alive!
Yeah.
We gotta take care of this man.
Yeah.
We gotta take care of this man.
For real though. For real though. It's funny, you know what I mean, but nah.
Give him his
seriously
roses.
though. Exactly.
Give them before they pass away. You know,
take
there's
care
a
of
lot
Dave
of artists that don't get it.
at all costs, you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely. Alright, we are back from that quick commercial break brought to you by Free. Whatever he wanted to do there, he did it. So
Balls
appreciate it. Balls in your mouth. That's what you deserve.
That's what we were talking about.
But now that we're back, like I still want to stay with entertainment to a degree. I want to get into music now. So we talked about a comedian, which is like television. Now I want to get into what you listen to. You know, I want each of us to give like one. No. Do you want to go 3? Or just we stick with 2?
Let's just do 1.
1?
That's 3. We gonna be here all night.
Yeah, we're gonna be here all night. Okay, we'll give 1 to 2 per person.
Okay.
Depending if you have 2 or if you have 1.
2.
I got 2 at least, yeah. Maybe someone to talk about.
I got 2. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
Alright, so who wants to kick this off?
Shit.
Bobby? No?
Let's all do rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
Let's make it
scissors.
fair.
Best artist?
Yeah. Not best artist, but like, we'll just label that on like who we think is like on top of the game right now. Of their game, respectively. It doesn't have to be like a certain...
Of their game.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a specific genre, but, you know, like...
Okay.
Who's on top of their game? Who's putting out like actual value?
Remember the checklist.
Yeah.
Music video.
Mm-hmm.
Beat selection. Lyrics to beat. And vocal capabilities.
Yeah. Well, all right, yeah.
And that doesn't mean you have to hit the high notes. That just means like throughout the song you're hitting the right notes, which is still hard in itself. So you know what I mean. So
let's do this. Rock, paper, scissors.
So
I fucked both y'all up.
Alright. I'm second. He's last. You're first.
All right, me first.
Squid Games, bitch.
I would have been God, dog. I would have been God.
You're the money.
You're at the glass floor right now.
Terrible. Let's see. I think I'm forced into giving Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have a choice personally as a hip hop fan and like R&B fan technically and like even popular music like Drake for sure.
Drake.
And then I'll
Drake.
The man that comes behind you and grabs your eyes and says, "Guess who?"
on some real Michael Jackson shit to be honest. Like,
Drake.
Like Drake is just
honestly like I'm not gonna deny his greatness. That's
He's
for
nice.
for his music
He's
videos.
Nice. He's nice.
Music
I don't know
videos
about his music videos though. They're okay.
for his okay.
I mean,
actually,
at least
now
he-
that I gotta think about it, his last few music videos have been pretty good. But,
Honestly,
like, before that,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really watch too many music videos.
You
Not
don't?
nowadays.
No, but like when you think about Drake's music videos, like what do you think about? Like
pretty corny shit.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Is that too blunt?
all right, so we can take that off the checklist. He doesn't hit music videos.
But
definitely corny.
For me, I feel like
college
at least he has the enthusiasm to like crank him out.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can actually make music videos. Some motherfuckers be like just fucking lip singing. At least he like has ideas.
Yeah.
That's better than nothing to me. You know, like I'm not gonna give. But I mean, like
I would have preferred no music video for this song.
obviously it's
Like,
not solely on him either. I'm sure he has like a whole
label
like,
pressures.
yeah, exactly.
I don't even be
Director.
like you said, like I don't be watching music videos, but like for some reason all the music videos I make from Drake. They trash.
Man.
That's hilarious.
I mean, I guess like that's not something he checks on, but I mean, like still, like he's been like so relevant for so long, and just like he does like hit like, you know, like top charts. You know, like everybody.
He's nice.
He's nice with it.
Nice.
Like sometimes at first, like I'll hear something and I might not agree, it might not like stick to me, and like after a few more plays, like it finally starts to stick. You know, like sometimes the music it takes a while for you to understand. You know,
Because he's an artist.
and you know, like at first
And
it doesn't
sometimes
catch
that
because like
mind-
you didn't understand, like you were expecting something, and all of a sudden like you didn't really like see.
What they're going for.
You didn't see it in a certain perspective because you had a certain thought towards it already in mind, you know, like
I practice a very good. I feel for the most part, I go into almost every album I ever listen to completely open minded, regardless of the artist.
I guess that's what
And I
like,
feel like
I
that
try to
helps
do
me
that
a
shit,
lot.
too.
I try to do that.
And I play the albums like multiple times.
Yeah,
for sure.
If it doesn't hit the first time, I'll still play it like two more
Me too.
times.
Yup, I do the same
Yeah,
shit.
same here. Well, like, we'll see how it be for sure. Like, at first, I was, like, disappointed just because, like, I kind of expected more just for how long he made us wait.
Yeah.
All, like, the times he
It was
postponed it and, like... So, like, that kind of, like, gave me that, like, negative, like, connotation, like, how I viewed, like, CLB.
You were
Certified Lover Boy.
You're expecting a classic with all the time that he like
Right, you know, like...
teased it 9 months,
teased
the
it.
whole
A whole way you teased
pregnancy
it.
thing,
Yeah, you know
and
what I'm
it's
saying.
certified lover boy, pregnant women on the cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I felt like the album cover
It
could have
could've
been
been
better
better.
for
Yeah.
sure. Like when I seen that, I was just like you had like 9 months or whatever to like think of something, and this is what you came up with.
I'm not gonna lie, business wise though, it did what it did. Like on Twitter,
Yeah,
all the businesses copied it. Like I saw Adobe
Yeah.
copied it.
I'm sure. Well,
Like
yeah, definitely
other-
a lot of like businesses and like companies and you know like just people in general just like made a thing out of like the album cover. You know?
Yeah.
Like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but he knows.
do you remember, like, when you were little, your parents, whatever your parents were into, all the commercials, they're like that. Like, they're just aiming at us. That's just how life is, bro. But, like, it just shows me that, like, we're all getting older. and they're just fucking aiming at us now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Media will do that to you, that's for sure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like, Drake knew what he was doing, and I'll give him that, you know?
It was definitely, I feel like the album could have been better, but overall, is like, all his songs sounded good.
Yeah.
Just some of his songs could have been more.
Some, yeah, like,
you know,
lyrics
like,
too, you
I
know,
felt like some songs, like, that beat selection was just so good. Throughout the entire album, for the most part, like, he had really good beat selection.
Like, no lie,
So,
I'm not even gonna lie, honestly. Like, at first when I heard Way Too Sexy, I was like, this is so corny.
Yeah.
And, like, that shit grew on me so hard.
I was waiting for the flip the first time I heard it.
You were waiting for the what?
The flip? Because the corny part about it is the start.
Beginning.
It's just the start.
Yeah.
It's literally that. So if you, like, I was just waiting for the flip. But once you get used to that and then going into the flip, that shit is hard.
That shit is so hard, man. Like, honestly, I turn up to that shit, like, before, like, any, like, party or, like, before the gym.
Yeah.
Do
honestly.
you think? Okay, so let me ask you.
And that, I thought that was so corny when I first heard it.
Okay, let me ask you this, though.
Huh.
They push that song.
Yeah.
Okay? They play that song all the time.
On the radio.
Over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you think, because you're hearing it so much, that you just have this connection with that song?
No. Because when I actually heard it, it was from the album, and I did not hear it again until I decided to listen to it again.
Hmm.
And, like, when I heard it again...
Are you... Okay.
I was just like, damn, this is fucking actually really hard.
Okay.
It has that beat to where you really just want to, like, you know, like, dance to it, you know, like, it's like a slow enough beat for you, like, get into your, like, moves. It's just like a perfect beat to, like, hit your shit to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not even lying.
It's not fast, it's not slow.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a perfect
tempo
tempo for you to, like, hit
to
your
do
shit.
Yeah.
It's not like a fast tempo. It's like, oh, I gotta dance this way. Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta be quick with it. But, like,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
and also, like, Drake's flow just sets it off so
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah,
It's
two
like,
things to
okay,
dance to.
alright. You know, I'm just like, damn. Yeah, you know, like, the lyric,
That's
those
crazy.
lyrics, like,
He's
set
an
it off.
artist, dog. He like,
That's crazy. Like, he might... I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he might just know that tempo was hitting at that.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, like, a good,
might
like,
know
tempo.
that
It's just,
shit.
like...
That's dangerous.
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
Drake
It's
does
a
that shit
perfect,
on
like, dance song.
I think so, too.
It's a perfect dance song.
Yeah.
Like, even though, like, at first I thought it was corny, once, like, you got into, like, the beat.
bro, look at I want to hear the tempos now, but what is it, Controller?
Dog.
Yeah.
It's just like...
What's the tempo? What song is that? What's his dance song from Views?
From Views. One Dance.
I was just thinking about that shit today.
One Dance was, like, the most popular one, I feel like. There was Bouncing Shit Like Whoa. Which one was it? Oh, Child's Play. Nah, I guess it wasn't that one. Controller.
What was
I was
the
thinking
tempo?
about that
What was
song
the
today,
tempo?
Controller. I guess that's pretty relevant.
It's like the same.
It's kind of like that Jamaican bounce and shit,
like-
bro. Like...
Fucking
You
right,
it's damn
man.
near
You
the
wanna
same
go
tempo.
I want to just hate on you, Drake, but
You wanna go
damn,
pump
it's
the
so
beat, you
hard,
get the
man.
jack
It's
shaking.
so hard to hate on you.
You get the jack.
Drake from Canada.
Canada. That shit just make you want to move.
Nah, that's
bro.
why I also like Drake, because he keeps it fresh, too, you know? Like,
If you're going into the club and that shit's just playing, like, right when they check your ID, like...
oh, it's hard not to,
you're
like,
dancing.
you're in line, and you're just, you're bouncing, you know?
You give an ID?
They're like, sir, stand still. I can't read.
I can't. Controllers on.
Just pop it out already. The Molly's popping out my fucking pocket.
But
Alright, but
control.
Right, but
Damn.
All right, but I wanna further this conversation. That was really, we had a lot to say about Drake because Drake. I think, like I said, he checks off at least.
He does
three.
check it off. I mean, he keeps
Checks
it
off
fresh.
at least 3.
He knows what we like.
Was that both of you guys?
No, I said
No,
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, I said Drake.
Damn.
Here's another one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We started 2 more.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we gotta go through this.
All right, Bobby.
No, he's next.
Of Eric. He was like.
Well, I have like 2 that comes to mind.
Oh shit, we gotta.
All right.
Well, the one that really comes to my mind, well, is my favorite artist, probably of this generation at the moment, would be like, The Weeknd, Abel Tesfaye.
Is that his last name?
Yeah, that is his last
What's
name.
That's a hard ass last name.
Tesfaye.
Tesfaye?
Yeah.
That just sounds clean as fuck,
crazy.
dog.
Better than Aubrey Graham.
That's my
I don't like to like compare the two.
Tesfaye.
Yeah, I don't like to compare the two, but I do miss OVOXO, you know, like I wish they could get on a track together again, man. They would
They
kill
make too much.
it.
They make too much money.
They just
which
make
makes
yeah,
no
exactly.
sense,
They're
right?
just both just too big.
You
on
think
their
with
own.
like the amount of money that they make separately, it'd make it easier.
And they
to make
squash the
music
beef.
together.
It seems like
But
so.
like that doesn't seem to be the case. I feel like the more money you make, the less likely you are to make money with someone else.
I'm still tripping on this nigga's last name.
That's fair.
Tesfaye.
That shit's fire, right?
It's pretty fucking
Imagine
funny.
if you lived back in the days, like.
Bro, he's a
back then,
royal.
it was
He's a
like,
royal.
Sir Tesfaye.
Sir
You'd be like, oh shit. Yo, that nigga
Oh, he got-
Tesfaye is here, bro. It's like,
He got
oh
that
my
drip.
god, wired.
Tesfaye from Canada. Hey, he's actually from Toronto as well, you know? Shit. Canada represent.
Mm-hmm.
But
we can, yeah, I think he has a strong case for one of the greatest artists.
I just like the way he keeps it
You
fresh.
sound like MJ low key sometimes.
I mean, yeah.
Those pitches.
Oh, dude. Like, sometimes, like, yeah, he definitely hits on that note, you know? Like,
Yeah,
he can
like,
sound like it.
That like almost spine chilling sometimes.
He definitely
Like,
has the voice of this generation's MJ. I wouldn't say the moves.
he tries though.
He tries a little bit.
I've seen him try.
Actually, he tries a little bit, but like, sonically, yeah, his voice can definitely get up there in terms of like, yeah, high pitches and
It's just
notes.
crazy.
And
I have no arguments there. I think
No.
The Weeknd is a phenomenal
I've
artist.
heard.
a lot of people hate on him because of like the fact that he's like gone pop because of like Starboy and Beauty Beyond the Madness, even
But I
After
feel
Hours
like-
in a sense.
I feel
But,
like,
like-
as a singer, that's like almost
I feel like that's what you want in the game, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to like be
Successful.
known?
because he wasn't an R&B singer. He was a singer.
Yeah, he was a singer.
Even with like House of Balloons, he was a singer. Like
he was a singer.
you know what I mean. So I feel like it's not. It wasn't out of the realm of possibility for him to go pop. Like that almost seems like the track that he was destined for to a degree.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like,
That shit sucks, bro. Because I know why they're mad.
Because R&B music
know
was
why they're
really.
mad.
I mean, I get why people are
You know,
mad
He
because
still has glimpses of it within his albums.
I
though.
get like, but like,
Yeah.
I get like why people get mad because they want him to stay like. He has that.
They want the
they want him-
straight weekend.
Yeah, they want that raw shit, you know, like.
bro.
But he
That's
released
what it
"Call Out
is.
My Name" and like shit like that relatively recently.
But like, a lot of people gotta understand. The artists evolve as well, you know.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
not just like musically, but also as like human beings.
Yeah.
That's not.
I know.
When they made a certain song, it was that time of their life, you know.
But you know what? Like a lot of people get mad about though.
What?
They get mad because they evolve over.
Money.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, The Weeknd doesn't. I feel like with him, yeah, I get it. Like, he became a pop star, but like this is what he wanted, you know. Like, he wanted
course,
to
that's
become
what
a
he
pop
wanted.
star. Like, he even had said that. Like, I hope you guys don't get. In Rolling Stone, he says like he won't be the same, and he's talking to the fans in that song. Like, he won't be the same. Like, he's like, I hope you guys will still love me though, you know. Like, he like said that from day one, and now like he's grown up. And like
Right.
he's no longer that in that part of his life where he was homeless, he was broke. Now he has the money, and now he has like a sense of clarity. He's gone through relationships, you know, and like he's older now. He's like man, you know, like compared to being like 18 in Trilogy or House of Balloons or whatever, and not
This-
being like a 30-year-old man with like you know like money.
This is our weekend specialist, by the way. Just to let everyone know.
Hey, I know a lot about The Weeknd, but I know a lot about other artists. You know, it's like, I just study him
he's
because
musical.
he evolves, and like I just like how he like evolves with his music. I like the way he keeps it fresh. You know, like not a lot of people does that. You know, like people, a lot of artists get complacent, and they're afraid to like try new things.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Definitely.
But for me, as an artist, you have to stay true to yourself and what you want to create.
See, that's what hurts.
I feel like
Whether people like it or not, you know what I'm saying?
I know, but that's what hurts though. Like, does he like it?
He loves it.
Okay, here's one thing.
He did. You know what's crazy? The one album that actually like made him into a pop star, Starboy, was the least album that he liked. Besides Kid Slam, because Kid Slam was just like, he felt like he could have done more with that album. But Starboy was just like, he compiled music and he just threw it all together. If you all his other albums all like kind of just like created from start to finish and made into a storyline. Starboy was like the only one that really didn't represent anything.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that I look back, but it also had a lot of hits on that. Fucking.
Had a lot of hits, man. Starboy, I'm gonna put you on worst mood. I'm just like, damn, bro. Okay, talk to me in that low voice.
Talk to me nice.
Oh, don't talk to me at all.
One thing I want to add on to real quick before we get too far from it with the Weeknd's like sound changing.
Yeah.
I also need people to realize like the difference in sounds he had available to himself when he was broke compared to once he had money.
Oh,
like just because like he made the sound that he made with like House of Balloons and stuff, which is when he was considered broke and didn't have a lot to make
drugs.
make that album and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's an artist, like we said at the end of the day. So then once he like blew up off like got success, he had access to live instruments, he had access to samples, he had access to so many different
Better
things.
instruments and equipment.
As an artist, that like we love how he used to sound, but like the way he probably looks at it, where he was limited with his artistic capabilities because he only had this music program on his computer that only had this many sounds.
Yeah.
And I was only able to do this with this beat, but now I have everything I could ever want, and this is what I'm trying to make, and this is the sound that I really want to make because I have access to it now.
And also, like, speaking back to, like, Drake, no lie, yeah, you know, like, Drake actually helped put him on, too, you know, like, with OBOXO, you know?
Big time.
Because
True Love,
especially with Drake's
Take
producers
Care.
are different.
Yeah. Yeah,
For-
Cool Love.
yeah.
I forgot about that song.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just funny, too, because, like, Take Care was written, a lot of it was written by The Weeknd.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
That makes sense. His like saddest album
No,
ever. It was like
A lot of it was written by The Weeknd, which is crazy to me.
The Drake album?
Yeah, Take Care.
I know.
That's
You
wild.
know, that's why I'm like, no, not really. It's not that crazy. Because Drake be doing that shit. Like,
A lot.
He did it
Oh,
with
yeah.
Weeknd, he did it with Party Next Door.
Party Next Door.
Yeah,
all the time.
if you're reading this too late, all this stuff.
But that's because Drake is an artist.
But yeah,
Like artistry is more than just rapping and
lyricism
lyrics.
and shit, yeah.
It's how you perform it. It's what you do, what beat you put it on, the lyrics. You know what I mean?
So, since we're gonna say that real quick, Shakespeare is under like controversy for the last like I don't know how many years, but they've been saying that like there was a gang of motherfuckers writing for Shakespeare, and like Shakespeare didn't write all that shit.
I believe it. Fuck it. He compiled it. He's the artist. Back
He's the Drake. He's the Drake of
then, he was the
back then.
Drake of the writing.
That
world,
ouch
dog.
shall not.
Not the-
Thou's be loving the crew.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
No, I've been hearing about that shit a lot, and I'm just like,
Hey, all I know is I was not alive 300 years ago.
Yeah,
to
no,
Yeah,
me neither.
whatever, however long
happened,
Me neither.
or however long ago that it was.
But
Man.
like whenever, you know what I mean, 300 years from now, they could be like, Drake was that nigga. And like, somebody's gonna be like, I don't know. I heard that Drake wasn't writing all that shit.
There's this Quentin Miller character. I don't know who he
There's
is.
like a Party Next Door or something.
Like, he was a Party Next Door was an artist, but like I don't know about him writing.
Who's Party Next Door?
Right? Like
Maybe he was having a party next door. That's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
He was partying.
that's not his
next
real
door.
name, but the only time they saw them was at a party next door.
If there was no Party Next Door, was he really there?
That's just crazy, bro.
Yeah. It's,
All right, so
Crazy.
I'm gonna
Bobby,
get mine.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna have a crazy pick right now,
Crazy?
and mine is Tyler the Creator.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
not crazy at all. What the fuck?
I think he is.
I actually really like that one.
Bro.
Phenomenal.
He's changed it up.
I wish I would have said Tyler. Now.
Phenomenal
Like,
human being. He just
That's
does
a great
not lose.
choice. That's a great
He
choice.
got W's
he
for the
exudes
last.
positive
I like
energy.
him too because he actually cares about his music.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about what people
Bro,
think about
he's
his
a
music.
music
You
nerd.
don't care at all.
And that's why I love him too.
You don't
He
care at all.
he's in the same category as The Weeknd. You know, like
Yeah.
this motherfucker will put out whatever he loves.
Bro, all
Yeah.
of his albums are experimental. Like
They are.
every single album he's put out is
they're
experimental. From
And
each
they're
one
dope.
to the next is different. damn
Goblins, like Flower Boy, like what? Like shit's so
near.
crazy.
From Flower Boy to Igor,
Igor.
to Igor to this.
Yeah.
Like each album is
So
completely
good.
different. It's
Wild.
just wild.
So good.
And every single one is successful besides Cherry Bomb. But even Cherry Bomb was artistically
dope
good.
songs on this
If you
shit.
like guitar, if you like rock, you probably like Cherry Bomb. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna lie, Tyler is that type of artist. I might be
Hey, shout
I
out
might
to
be talking
Tyler,
shit,
man.
but like fuck it.
Hey
Who's that
man,
nigga,
Tyler's fucking.
Tyler's
Hey man.
different.
Hey, honestly, there's gonna be albums now. It's not gonna be as liked as other albums. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
and that's okay. You know, like you
He's
gotta-
so experimental,
That's
bro.
what I'm
Like
saying. You gotta stay true to yourself and your craft, man. I
I've-
appreciate that. I respect that so much.
Definitely.
I feel like I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I wasn't alive for like other artists such as Prince and Michael Jackson and like
Yeah.
other greats that they would consider great.
Mhm.
But I feel like
He
personally,
looked at me like I was alive for that time.
But I feel like out of the artists that I've seen myself, Tyler has to be like the most experimental from album to album.
Definitely. Tyler's fucking nice, bro.
Tyler is nice with it. And
For the
yeah,
horns.
he's just like he has his own festival in Camp Flogna.
Yep.
He brings in fresh artists.
Television show.
He's on Adult
Yeah, what's
Swim.
that shit
Squad.
called again? Like, yeah, boy.
That shit was
That
hilarious.
shit's
Yeah, that
hilarious.
shit's
The
hilarious.
episode when he's burying homeboy. And he's like, he's like, yeah, this nigga owed me money from the Moesha DVDs. It's just fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, Tyler. Man.
Tyler, funny enough, I feel like his skits for this generation to me were like on the level of, like
Chappelle.
Chappelle. Like to
He's
an
funny,
extent, bro. Like those Loader Squad
He's fucking
episodes
funny.
were like
Like if he was
for
writing
his
that
age
shit.
group. His age group, like Chappelle wrote for his age group.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler writing for his age group, that shit was hilarious, bro. Like that shit was ridiculous.
Yeah,
He's
Tyler's
funny, man.
funny.
He's a funny dude.
But great artist overall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely checks all the boxes.
Music videos are out of this
Music
world
videos are
and
good.
good.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the one where like even from like back in the day, he's like a fucking half unicorn, half man. He like does that like whole ass mound of like coke in the video. He
Yeah.
just like
And I like it.
going back and forth is just like wild.
I like how he has like a persona in each one, you know, like,
Mhm.
and that's what I like about The Weeknd too. Like he has like a character
Characters.
persona in each like album too, so I like that. He like portrays
That's dope shit.
the
bro.
character.
Yeah.
There are any like honorary
Honorable mentions.
there you go, honorable mentions.
music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I'm gonna have to say Kevin Parker, man.
Kevin Parker.
Tam Paula.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I forgot.
Hey,
his
bro! I was gonna mention them, but I forgot.
Yeah,
bro.
Hey, you brought it up.
Kevin Parker, man.
You
He
said mention
kills
him,
it.
him.
Oh, Tim and Paula, my fault.
That
them.
blew my mind, bro.
I said them.
That blew my mind when I
What?
found out that it was one person.
It's only
making
one
all
person
that.
the whole
There's-
time.
Bro, like, I melted because, like, it was when I first started smoking, too.
Mm.
So, like, when I first heard Tim and Paula, bro, I melted. As, like, a music lover, because there's just so much going
So
on,
much.
bro.
It sounds like
And
a
it's
whole
not-
band.
It's not cluttered either, though. That's, like, the magical part about it. It's like,
crazy, man.
flow so well, but, like, if you sit there, close your eyes, and listen, it just,
He makes all of it himself.
it's wild.
And he like
It just sounds like
it's
sounds like 7 people. Like,
7 people,
in
but it
room.
makes
sounds like a
sense that
whole
it's one
band.
person
It
that
sounds like a
does it
whole band.
flows.
Yeah, exactly. And he plays every instrument. He sings. He does it all, and he records it, and he does it. He masters it. And like what?
He's the crazier J. Cole.
He's insane.
Definitely.
He's the crazier J. Cole.
He's a
Like
fucking
and the thing,
madman, bro.
like
He's insane.
what I love about Kevin Parker, Tam Paula, if you guys don't know, he collabs with fucking other great artists.
All the time.
Travis Scott,
Did Kendrick, didn't
I
he?
want to know.
Kendrick.
I
The
want to know
Weeknd.
what his IQ is. Honestly.
Probably
It's probably so
ridiculous.
high, like what the fact that you can like do vocals, drums, keys, like
Guitars.
guitar, like this
basses.
guy's insane.
I
Like
know that Einstein used to play music.
Really?
oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, he used to play music like to ease his mind. And I always think, like, when I heard that story, I was always just like, he must have been playing some fire shit, bro.
Probably,
Like, just for
probably.
fun, like, just ripping some shit, dog.
That's probably Kevin Parker, honestly. Like
He's
this
just a
That's
genius that
crazy.
he
decides
does
to pursue
everything.
music.
He's a lyricist. He writes his own lyrics. Fuck, man. Like he does everything.
He's insane, bro.
It's insane,
And it's like mind melting.
And, like,
too, which is like to me
he's
the
a fresh
hardest.
dude. Like that's another thing with him too. Like all his albums sound different.
They do. It's like he's progressing, or like he's just, I'm gonna do this,
Changing.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna
Isn't
do
that crazy? Like now that we're talking about Tyler, how all his albums have been different. We can say
So
the same thing about
Tim.
Tam Paula, man. Like
Because
Oh.
even his newest one is, I feel like, a pretty good blend of, like, the older ones.
oh yeah, like it's so different, but it's also like a good blend of like everything else. You know?
Yeah, I feel like it was almost him being like, I'm at my peak. Like,
Yeah.
this is...
I don't think he is.
No, he's not, but, like, I don't know how
I
to
feel like
explain it,
Currents
'cause
is
you're
like-
right, but, like...
Currents was like his peak. I feel like he's still in his peak right now.
Yeah. Currents was just different.
That's
That's a
how it is
classic
with
album.
artists, bro. Like, whenever you're an artist, like, you just want to do better and better and better and better, and like.
And
it's not
sometimes
gonna
that takes you
fucking
further
stop.
down, and sometimes it
I
takes
feel
you
like
further
he's
up.
our like generations like Led Zeppelin or like like
I feel
psychedelic
like,
rock, you know, like
See, but
not
he's
Led Zeppelin, but
crazier,
like
bro.
in terms of like this
Sound.
generation's like like psychedelic rock sound, you know, like
Definitely. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. Like, sound-wise, yeah, probably, like, our generation's type. Led
Like
Yeah.
Pink Floyd,
No,
Yeah,
not even
like
Led
Brown.
Zeppelin, because Led Zeppelin would like low key sample
Oh, yeah, they sample a lot of...
blues
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
I remember
you know
that.
what I mean. So like he's
You know,
not
world of his own.
he's not copying nothing, bro. He's just
Yeah.
As far as we
wilding
know,
out.
maybe in 100 years when we're dead, they'll be like, Tim and Paula, actually.
Maybe they would find some shit. Or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
At this
bro,
moment,
but-
I doubt it. I doubt it too. It would have came out
samples
already.
at
The way that
moment.
people swarm music artists, especially
This
as
guy
good
has
as he
like
is.
kept it fresh.
He's
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy, literally.
This is crazy, bro.
In order to
And
put
like
that
honestly,
many sounds.
I've been like lucky enough and blessed enough like to see him live in person. Man, his production's insane, dude. His
I hate
visuals and
you.
production's at next level.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Like some people like
I want to see him so bad, bro.
dude, like some people like yeah, you know, they have a stage presence and like yeah, that's about it. Like they don't bring like anything else to the table. Like this guy brings like stage presence and production, you know, like theatrics, you know, like
He produces beats right there on
Yeah,
the
like-
stage. Like,
yeah, they'll make like a whole remix on like live, you know, like and
He's
he
that
plays
type.
with a band, you know, obviously he can't do it all at
Yeah.
once, but like Man, like
I can definitely tell he's that type to like remix songs on stage. Like,
it's so good. Like, man, Tampa.
you ever wonder if like we are just energies and energy is everywhere? So like the times that you have dreams or have feelings of like is when you run into energies that are familiar, that are just out in the world. You get what I'm trying to say?
Like,
Yeah.
So like
soulmates.
So like imagine no. So like imagine
Soulmates.
imagine like a solar panel, right?
Okay.
And it gets energy from a sun, but we're energies, so there's multiple suns. So like we just encounter multiple different energies throughout the day, past, present,
That's
future.
crazy.
And then the moments in which we have like deja vu or like feelings of like familiarity, I guess you can say, maybe within dreams or whatever. It's like when we run into like familiar energies left by people from our past.
I feel like, yeah, I believe in that, and also like I feel like for some reason I also believe like once we die we just get born again.
Bro, I be feeling like that too.
Like once you like die, that us seeing like that light at the end of the tunnel is just us being born again.
Yeah.
We just wipe out every bit of our memory and we're just formed into a new human
I'll say
like
being.
that too, man.
And like that's why like when you meet certain people, they seem familiar because you've actually interacted
Met them
with them.
before.
Yeah, in your past life. That's how I think about it.
Cause I have met people before, and I have like a weird.
Yeah, you have a
connection.
weird connection. Yeah,
Fucking
exactly.
weird, bro. And I'm just like.
Even whether they're like older or younger, you know, like you feel
Yeah.
like you've like known
You
them.
feel some type of way.
I feel
Yeah.
like one thing I will say,
Weird.
because I
It's
also
so
kinda,
weird.
I also definitely believe in like some type of reincarnation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But fuck, I just lost it. It'd be like that sometimes.
Also, another thing that I think about also is just like, what if life is just hell, and like actual life or like heaven is just like eternal life.
You get to escape.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're in hell right now.
Exactly.
And we get to escape.
And
We
that's
gotta
why we
figure out
die,
how to
because-
get to that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why you have to do good for you, like have that eternal
I
life.
thought about that before too. Bro.
Is that crazy shit? Like, like
I
that's why
thought
we
about
go
that.
through like worries and problems, because this is the actual hell, and you have to like live through it. You have to like
so you're
make
saying
these.
we have all lived a life basically.
I wouldn't doubt it,
previously,
honestly.
And then
But-
at some point we've died. And
I
now
mean, like
this
if
is
you think
the-
about it, Earth has been around for billions
Billions
of
of
years.
years,
And how are you not gonna tell me that before dinosaurs there's no other life species? How's there no other life species beyond Earth either? You know, like
Yeah, definitely.
You know what's a crazy thing is that like
Firmament.
the Bible. No. But the Bible, it's still in the Bible. That they say that. Fuck, I can't remember what the original language that the Bible was written in, but in Genesis it says in the beginning of time or whatever.
Wasn't it Hebrew?
I think it is Hebrew. But in the Hebrew version, it says in a beginning. And that's a whole different subject,
than
bro.
the beginning.
That's a whole different subject, bro. Like A to the. That's crazy. Could be because that
means
that
implies
there's
that there's
so
multiple.
many different beginnings.
This is
and
just
they
one.
have found
A.
so many shit in history that they're like, what is this? Why is this here? The pyramids. This is way above our technology. How did they build this? How did they do that?
yeah,
If it's in a beginning, that's how, bro.
yeah,
Because there's been so many generations.
All civilizations.
This shit
are
has
starting to
died
die.
so many times.
yeah. And we're all gonna die eventually,
Yeah.
and we're all gonna.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought about that recently. Well, not recently,
What?
but like when you look at
Please.
history. I mean, obviously, like over time, it kind of just gets grouped into like segments in time. But at the same time, it's really segmented in time. Like it's this to this, jump 100 years. This to this, jump 1,000 years. This to you know what I mean? Like
Have you?
obviously, like I know yeah, it's just like I like to jump off the deep end sometimes.
We're
further than
jumping
what
off
I
the deep end.
further than what I may believe, but like it's just stuff to ponder. You know.
This is the end of the podcast, right?
Yeah, this is just the.
Because we're deep as fuck. And
It's very deep.
I'm gonna get super deep right now. So there was a thing in 1904 in the United States. It's called the World Fair.
Yep.
You
That
know
was a
what I'm
cultural
talking about?
that was a fucking reset, bro.
Bro.
Bro, like we don't have that shit no more.
Is.
That
If
shit
you
was
look it
so
up, this shit
futuristic.
is crazy, bro.
That shit was
you
so
can look it up
futuristic,
when you
bro.
go home or right now, actually.
What is it?
It's called the World Fair.
In Chicago.
1904.
Uh-huh.
It's in United States. Electricity, lights, railroads, wild
It was almost
shit.
like they got a DLC pack.
Free energy. Tesla. Like, this shit was wild crazy, bro. All this technology that we have right now, it was in 1904. Like, besides the internet, as far as we know, who knows? They might even have, I don't fucking know what was going on. But if you look up the World Fair in 1904, they had a ridiculous amount of technology that they should not have had.
Yeah.
And then they had this World Fair, boom, all this stuff happened, and then they burned it all down. After the World Fair was over, they got rid of everything, took it all down, burned it, whatever. And then life went back to, you know, how it was before that. But it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, if you look up the buildings, like the building structures, like, their buildings were more advanced than our buildings right now. Like, the way that they were built, it was like art. It was like artwork. And for some reason, we just build these buildings like this right now. I guess it's because it's cheaper and, you know, they want to save money or whatever. But, crazy shit.
It's crazy.